What is up, guys? Welcome back to Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for my weekly review for this week's episodes, or I guess this couple episodes of the Walking Dead video game series. This one's going to be doing a double review for this week, of course. This one's going to be for Season 3, Episode 3, and Season 3, Episode 4 of the Walking Dead Telltale Game Season 3 video game. Okay, guys, so this is going to be doing another Walking Dead video for today. Of course, this one's going to be doing my weekly video review. This one, of course, is going to be our review for Season 3, Episode 3, and Season 3, Episode 4 of the Walking Dead Telltale Game series, of course, Season 3, which means we only have one episode left of Season 3 now going into next week. And I will ask you guys right off the bat as well, do you guys want me to do the Season 3 finale and the Season 4 premiere next week, or do you want me to just do the Season 3 finale and start Season 4 the following week? Just let me know in the comment section below. So, anyway, okay. I want to get into this review because I am really disappointed. Because, honestly, and I'm going to say it, I didn't like both of these episodes. Both of these episodes for me are very frustrating to watch, and I don't know. The decisions, they don't matter. They really don't. And, honestly, it really shows in these episodes. The decisions do not matter in the end, and specifically one decision that really tricked people at the end of the episode, which I just can't believe they did that. But, anyway, I want to talk about this episode. I'm going to try to remain as kind of positive as I can because the thing is that I actually really like the first two episodes of Season 3. I really like those episodes. I think they had a really great story, and I want to specify these two episodes, Episode 3 and Episode 4, do not take away my enjoyment of Episode 1 and 2. Episode 3 and Episode 4 are just so frustrating episodes for me, honestly. And I'm going to get into that. Now, Episode 3 was better than Episode 4. Episode 4, I just cannot stand almost everything they did in that episode. There's a few things they did in Episode 4 that I thought was okay, but it really wasn't all that great. Now, Episode 3 basically is about this new location, of course, the New Frontier Group, David, and here comes my first flaw with Episode 3, okay? So, okay. I can't stand what they did, okay? They had it seem like at first, like David was the leader of this group. Like he was calling the shots. And that the people were betraying what he was saying. Then it made it seem like maybe this Max character was maybe kind of, going behind his back and trying to take over somewhat, because of what we saw in the first two episodes. Maybe he's potentially trying to take over this group. And then at that point, then we had, this Ava character that came in, and she was doing all this, and maybe she, was potentially in charge or this and that. And then we had, this Joan character, and then all of a sudden she's really the one that's in charge of this group, and she's been the one doing all this, and maybe David is still in charge, maybe he's not. Oh my god, honestly, who is in charge of this place? Honestly, I didn't even like it. I didn't like the who's in charge, who's running things, who's secretly doing this, who's doing this, the bald guy gets killed in this episode. Like, honestly, I can't stand what they did in this episode, okay? They literally had an entire episode focused on who is the leader, who is making the decisions, who's the one calling the shots, who's, doing this, doing that, and then by the end we find out it's Joan. Okay, so, I don't care, okay? That's the first thing I want to say. I don't care who's in charge of this place. It doesn't make any kind of difference to me. You have David in charge. You have, this Max character in charge. You have this bald guy that gets killed in charge. You have Joan in charge. It doesn't make a difference to me, okay? All these characters are new. All these characters are almost the same. It does not matter who's in charge, in my opinion. And that was the big focus of this episode, and I just didn't like it. I really didn't like it. And David, I don't like him. I don't think he's a good character at all. He, claims he wants to help them and stuff, and I can see he maybe does a little bit, but he was really frustrating in this episode. And then the other thing I didn't like. Now, okay, the first thing I want to say is Clementine. What on earth? Like, where was she in the first half of Episode 3 and in the first half of Episode 4? They literally had almost like an entire episode combined together with no Clementine at all. You know, you guys know my biggest flaw with season 3 is that, you know, Clementine is not the lead character, and I still don't understand why she's not. And, you know, in this episode, in episode 3 and in episode 4, I'm just gonna comment on it, we get a backstory, basically. We find out that they took RJ, they didn't, or not RJ, AJ, sorry, I get it confused with RJ in Walking Dead TV series, but they took AJ away from Clementine, basically, and they didn't give her a choice, and that's kind of why she, you know, she doesn't trust these people. She wants to get AJ back, that type of deal, which we still do not have an answer about where AJ is, and I still am so frustrated about that, but, because we know he's at this location, but we haven't seen him in the current timeline. So, I don't know, that's just, it's really annoying to me. But, basically, you know, we get to find out why Clementine, you know, why in these flashbacks, why, you know, she hates them so much. But it's just, I don't know, and I don't like how they use the flashbacks in these episodes. I mean, I thought it was okay, but they kind of come out of nowhere. They kind of interrupt the normal story, but at the same time, I like it because they kind of explain it a little bit, but I don't know why. I just didn't like it. I didn't like how it was done. I didn't like how the whole thing was kind of put together. And it's just not for me. And basically, we find out in this episode that Joan is kind of the main villain of this this episode. Now, the other big thing we saw in episode 3 was Jesus Leave, which, I mean, obviously, to go back to, you know, as we know from the comics, the community. So, that was episode 3. Not too much going on there. Basically, at the end, Javier and David get, you know, put in a cell, basically, by, you know, Joan. So, and now she's running things now. So, episode 4, honestly, guys, I don't know what's going on with their episode 4s. And, you know, Brian said this before as well, Brian Akeem. The episode 4s of the Walking Dead Telltale game series are just not good, and I couldn't agree more, honestly. The episode 4, I had a lot of problems, as you guys just heard, with episode 5. Going in episode 4, I tried to kind of have a bit more of a kind of, a more positive attitude, and that quickly went away once we saw the episode, because Gabe, honestly, in episode 4, oh my god, I hate this kid. Honestly, I hate this kid. He is how much I hate him as much as I hated Sarah in season 2. I cannot stand this kid, okay? He literally, all of the friggin' episode, he literally just caused problems in the group. He literally caused problems. He just wouldn't shut up, and honestly, for no apparent reasons, and I just didn't like him. Now, basically, the whole idea of episode 4 is trying to get out of Richmond, basically. That's the whole kind of concept, and Clementine is, like, just missing for most of the episode. It's like, what the heck? Like, and then she just kind of shows up out of nowhere. I just don't like that. And then the doctor dude, big drug head, basically, it looks like, and he basically is not any kind of use. He wants to just die. Okay, whatever. And we have them trying to get away. We have Javier, who gets cut on the arm or whatever, and Clementine helps him, which I like that scene. I like how Clementine helped him and gave him the stitches and stuff. Obviously, call back to season 2 when she had to do that herself, so she has, you know, experience. So I like little things like that. But it's just, the whole episode is trying to get out of Richmond, and it doesn't go anywhere. They don't get out. None of this goes anywhere, aside from the group falling apart, and Gabe opens his mouth, and he tells everybody about the one dude that got killed in episode 2 or whatever, and then Tripp and Eleanor get mad or whatever, and they turn against Javier, and I'm just like, at that point, I'm like, oh my god, what are you doing with this episode? It's literally just falling apart. You have this zombie herd that's outside, you have all this stuff going on, and you would think it'd be exciting, but it was just crappily put together, and it was really slow, and it was dreadful, which is a word I haven't used in a long time. But episode 4 was just really dreadful for me. I was like, when is this episode going to end? Now, I want to get to the episode, the part of the episode when, basically, Javier, and so you have Clementine and Gabe in the back, and you basically, I guess at this point, they're kind of forming some kind of a relationship or something. I don't think that's going to go anywhere, but Javier and Kate think otherwise for some reason, and basically, Javier tells Kate we're just friends, basically. Now, at least that's what happened in my version, so I don't know. I don't like that. I don't really like that, honestly, but at the same time, I didn't really care. Like, I really like Javier and Kate in the first 2 episodes. In these next these episode 3 and episode 4, I don't know why, they just made me lose interest in those characters. They really did. And I don't know, I like the drama. I like kind of the, David and how he, Kate is his wife and stuff like that. Gabe's his, kid, and Javier's kind of in the middle of that, kind of a Rick and Shane type of situation, except they don't know about it. But, I don't know, I just don't like what they did with it, and I don't like the whole Kate and Javier storyline in this episode. I don't find it to be that interesting. Now, the ending of the episode, okay, this is something I have a huge problem with, and I'm gonna specify why, because I know people are gonna ask me why I hate the ending of this episode so much, okay? David is about to get hung, basically, and you have Javier, of course, that doesn't bring the truck because he doesn't want to make it obvious because they take the truck earlier on in the episode or whatever. But basically, which was sneakily done, and I do like that scene, but the ending of the episode, he's about to get hung, and Javier and Gabe are just standing there. What? Like, honestly, I don't understand what this scene was. Like, honestly, Gabe, in all these episodes, this is the most inconsistent moment I've ever seen. Gabe was literally about to leave Javier, Kate, and all of them. He was going to leave all of them for him to be with his father again. And at the end of the episode, his father, and he just won't shut up about how much his father means to him and how much they gotta go save him and how much he means to everybody. And then the ending of the episode, Gabe just stands there and is about to just sit there and watch it happen. He doesn't try to do anything. He doesn't try to stop it. And Gabe, a very reckless kid, if I do say so, just stands there and like, oh no, they're gonna hang him. Are you kidding me right now? Honestly, you're telling me that Gabe was just going to stand there and just watch his father get hung and not even say something. Like, honestly, he's just standing there. And same thing with Javier. And they're just standing there and they're going to let it happen. At least Javier, he walked up to Joan and tried to find a way to kind of stop this. I mean, honestly, and I do kind of like Joan as a villain a little bit, but at the same time, I also find her a bit annoying at the same time. So I'm a bit conflicted with her. But at the same time, what on earth is going on with Gabe? Honestly, he is so annoying in these episodes. And the characters, it's inconsistent because he is trying to save his father. All these episodes, he's trying to save his father. He's trying to do this. He's trying to do that to make sure his father survives. He was gonna stay back with his father. And then you're telling me that he doesn't even try to save his dad when he's about to get hung. Oh my god, honestly, I can't stand that. It makes no logical sense, honestly. This reckless kid that would do anything to protect his father and try to get his father back and try to stop his father from getting killed. Which is naturally what a son would do. No, he just stands there like, oh, they're gonna kill him. Oh, they're gonna kill him. Honestly, I don't understand why they had that happen the way it did. And honestly, I just didn't like it. And now, here's the other thing I didn't like about this episode, okay? They made you decide whether or not to kill Ava or to have Trip killed. And in the end, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because literally, Joan decides that my decision is somehow me saying I want Trip to die, and let's not delay it any further. I want a Trip to survive and kill Ava. She came from the opposite side anyway. At least Trip, is a valuable member to the group. Yes, he's upset because of, the conversation earlier in the apartment, but I mean, I tried to save him, and, Joan's like, oh, it doesn't matter, and she takes it as, oh, okay, that's the one you want me to kill. What an idiot. Like, honestly, and then, not only that, he gets killed, so we get to see the death of Trip, in my version at least. I don't know how it would go if Ava died, but honestly, does it even matter the decisions we make in this show? Why do I feel like Ava's about to die, like in the next episode? Why do I feel like Ava's about, and don't tell me, but I feel like Ava's gonna die in the next episode because they literally have it to where if you have like two characters, and this is, recently in the Walking Dead video games, they've had this where you have like two characters, one of them you can choose to die, one survive, and then the other one dies anyway, just either in that same episode later on or in the very next episode. And it doesn't matter because it doesn't change anything for the story. So our decisions do not matter, and it's very frustrating. And basically, I'm gonna try to get past that because I think I've ranted long enough. But the episode basically ends with David being saved, and we have basically now. Okay, here's the other thing as well. Shoot Joan or not? Now I didn't shoot Joan, which I'm gonna say because I don't know why. I was just in the moment and I didn't really think about shooting Joan. But at the same time, and also because I kind of like her villain a little bit. I kind of like her. I want to see more from her. And also, I wanted to test it because I had the option whether or not to kill Joan or not. I'm testing it. I want to see if they're gonna kill Joan in the next episode because I'm gonna bet you so much that they will kill Joan in the next episode and that it won't matter anyway, and she won't even do that much after this anyway. Why do I feel like that's like I'm getting so annoyed with making decisions that don't matter in the end. It's so ridiculous. Now, the ending, of course, with Kate, and of course, I do want to say this as well, the ending with Kate is spoiled for me because I did see, of course, so the truck crashes basically, and the explosion happens, and I did see a poster for episode 5 with her, and she looks zombified. So I don't know if maybe that was just me. Don't tell me in the comment section, but I'm just saying that if Kate dies in the next episode, I'm expecting it. I've seen pictures of her as a zombie in posters for episode 5. And I don't know because I feel like the way they ended the episode, it's like, is she dead? Is she not? I feel like we're supposed to assume that she's dead, but at the same time, they didn't show us anything. So, I don't know. It's kind of tricky, and I don't like how the episode ended. You'd think I would because it's exciting. It's an exciting scene, but episode 4 was dreadful. It was boring. It was slow. Yes, there was a few moments like with Clementine and the stitches and stuff calling back to season 2, but I don't know. And then just the whole thing, it really frustrated me all the way through. The ending of the episode 3, who's in charge, who's this and that and the other thing, it literally made me feel like the episode was, honestly, it wasn't a complete waste of time because we got introduced to this new group, and we'll have to see how things wrap up in the finale. But honestly, they better give us a really good finale at this rate, honestly, because I was really impressed with the first 2 episodes. Now, I'm kind of questioning it, to be honest. I am, and I want to see this last episode. I don't want to judge it too soon, but these 2 episodes, these episodes stand alone. I can judge and say, I didn't like both of these episodes. So, that's just my personal opinion. Write your comments in the comment section below. Maybe you guys feel differently. I don't like these episodes. I find these episodes to be very frustrating to watch all the way through, and I hope that this finale really brings it, honestly, because I don't know. So, anyway, guys, if you want to talk more about this episode with me, we can we can do that on Brian Akeem's live stream tonight. I will be there. We will be discussing both of these episodes, and you guys want me to do a review for the season finale maybe sooner than next Tuesday, and then next Tuesday we can start season 4. Is that what you guys want, or do you guys want me to wait for the finale until next week and review episode 4, or just the finale next week? What do you guys want me to do? Write that down in the comment section below, because we're getting really close to season 4, which I hope at this rate is honestly very, very good, because I'm very disappointed in both of these episodes. So, anyway, guys, write your comments in the comment section below, guys. Of course, if you're new here, click the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my Walking Dead videos. Follow Dan's Walking Dead reviews on Instagram, guys. And, of course, I'll see you guys really soon for some more Walking Dead videos. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
Anybody out there?